Good morning, bowling fans and friends. We are here from Eastbury Lanes in Canton, Ohio for the match play portion of the 2024 BowlerX Ohio Masters. We've got coverage on a couple different pair for you today. I'm going to run through, you're going to see on 11 and 12, Joe Bailey versus Eric James. And on 15 and 16, we're going to see Jalen Mosley and Nolan White. But I'm going to run down the rest of the matches. Down on 3 and 4, you got Vince Ludwig and Chad Roberts. 5 and 6, you've got Dean Vargo, our 9 seed, versus Tim Jones, our 24 seed. 7 and 8, Casey Cohagen and Zeke Bate. 9 and 10, Jeff Fair and Robert Wilson. Again, Joe Bailey, Eric James, Jalen Mosley versus Nolan White. Kevin Cowper versus Dan Higgins. And Eric Selzer versus Tony Charles, down on 19 and 20. Waiting in the wings is our top 8 seeds. Our number 1 seed, Del Rey Jr., Brady Adler, Ty McKinney, Jesse Smith, James Nolan, Charles Easton, Xander Crouch, and Brendan Salo are all waiting for the winners of each of these matches. They all have a first-round bye. So hopefully the stream is coming through for you today. The Wi-Fi here is just very difficult. So we're making the best of it, and hopefully it's all right for you folks out there viewing. As Scott said several times yesterday, we apologize for having the issues that we're having. Generally, we haven't had this issue in some time. I can just share it over there, Scott. Just take it off. It's not going to some of the channels like it's supposed to, and it's just because the Wi-Fi is not connecting the way we'd like it. So we are going to share the videos over to the proper channels real quick. And we're going to ask you all to do the same thing. If you can share it to the other videos or to your pages and whatnot, have as many people watching as possible. We would appreciate you, and we'll kind of take it from there. Myself and or Scott will be around keeping track of some of the scores to kind of give you an idea what's happening and where. It is 2 game total pinfall matches today. So that being said, it'll go pretty quickly. Hopefully everybody had a great Saturday night, and you were able to get some rest. Weather is very, very nice outside today. I'm actually sharing a copy of it over into, I'm going to delete that one. Talking to myself, I'm sorry. I'm going to put a copy of it over into the Masters page as well. Over in the Masters page, there is a link that I just posted. You'll have to just click on the link and you'll be able to go right to the feed. All right. go over to the sweeper page and get it in there if it's not already. It is. And it is also on YouTube. You can just go to YouTube. Very simply, YouTube. It's Bowler HQ. So, again, we want to get as many folks watching this as we can. And we want to bring you some quality bowling this morning. I guess that's up to the bowlers to do that part. What do you think, Scott?
Yes, their quality is on them. Our quality is on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we've got a good crowd jumping in already this morning. I like to see that. Again, 2-game total pinfall matches. We are in the top 24. Looks like the match over.
Just friggin' wonderful, Kyle.
Kyle, we've been fighting the Wi-Fi all weekend. There were several times we both said, "What the frig?" This is an older building, big metal square building, and the Wi-Fi has just not been very friendly to us. Any Wi-Fi. We've tried them all. That's right, Kyle.
Looks like Jalen has a slight advantage. Match number 1 here against Nolan.
A little longer advantage with that double.
Let's hop over here. 11 and 12.
Joe Bailey and Eric James over on 11 and 12. Over here on 15, Jalen just threw a 3-bagger, also known as a turkey.
As God is my witness, I thought they could fly.
They're going everywhere.
They're turkeys. How was your night?
Well, I fell asleep early.
Good.
I was pretty exhausted yesterday. I didn't get much sleep yesterday. And or night before
well,
last.
no, because we were here.
We
all
were here,
day.
yeah. No, I was pretty exhausted, and I fell asleep watching a little bit of college football. And the Reds game was on, too, on national television.
Oh,
They lost 5-4
Oh.
in the 9th inning.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
It's been the season, microcosm of the entire season. Good morning, Matt.
Morning, Matt. Wow, that was a smidge high for Nolan there. Off camera, but leaving a 9-pin.
Hey, Gina's watching. Hi, Gina.
Hey, Gina.
But I finish my statement.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm bad at finishing
what
I'm thinking.
Who? What are you talking about?
But I was really, really tired, and I fell asleep early, and then I woke up at about 4:45 like it was time to get up. Yeah. I did go back to sleep about a half hour before my alarm was going off.
Well, at least you did get a little quality time before your alarm went off. So I got a little bored last night.
Uh-oh.
I decided to go explore in the neighborhood. Did you know there was a little bar right down the road from the hotel.
I'm not surprised.
So I went in and thought I'd get something to drink, and 4 golf clubs come walking in.
Yeah.
3 of them ordered a drink. And the bartender looked at the other one and said, "How about you?" He said, "No, thanks. I'm the driver."
Put it up.
It is. It is.
Another one taken right off of my Facebook
Thank you.
page.
Thank you. Thank you.
If we remembered all of the bad dad jokes that we put on our Facebook pages, we could do a podcast just of that.
We wouldn't talk about bowling.
We wouldn't have time.
Nobody would also join in anymore.
At least this way they have something to watch.
That's true.
Yeah.
Something to entertain them while we just fill up noise. Like white noise. All right, Jalen has 196 in the 8th. He has a 23-pin advantage. Both working on a spare in the 9th. Over Nolan. Stepping up in the 10th frame. Didn't really like that one. Looks like he got a little wide, leaving the 2.
Hey, Skiff's watching. What's up, BJ?
So that is going to give Jalen a max of 235 if he makes this in strikes. Nolan has 223 left if he goes max in the 10th.
Still leaves pretty close for a second match.
It is 2-game total pinfall.
Brandon, how are you, sir?
Good morning, Brandon. All right, let's hop over here to Joe and Eric. They're in the 8th frame, game 1. We can give you a quick look at their score. Eric is the B player.
And we are not going to take breaks in between matches. We're going to keep this thing running all day. At least that's the plan. Is that your plan, Scott? Sorry.
My plan.
Yep. Just keep her rolling all day. So
load up the truck and move to Beverly.
Hills, that is.
Swimming pools.
Looking down to the right, I see Eric Selzer just throwing strike after strike down there. He's going 260 his first game.
And just as you say that, he goes 310 on the fill ball.
That was his fill ball.
Oh, okay.
He might have tried something different there.
That's true.
If you got 10 strikes out of 11 balls, it makes sense to try something different on the last one. I mean,
see, I'm not that advanced. I just keep doing the same thing. Looking to our left, over on 9 and 10, Jeff Fair. Not sure who he is up against.
Jeff's in yellow up there.
Rob, has he got Rob, Mr. Wilson? Robert Wilson, is it?
There you go.
Yeah, Jeff against Robert Wilson. And that is a 10-pin match right now. Looks like Robert does have slight advantage. Or no. Jeff has a slight advantage. 173 in the 7th, working on a spare. Robert has 172 in the 8th. Jalen did punch out for 235. Nolan 213. So Jalen has 22-pin lead going into match 2. Let's see, Dan Higgins is bowling. Kevin Kalper. Kevin has 219. Oh, you didn't see it, folks, but a late trip on the 4. That's going to give Dan a max. He can max out for 257.
His opponent shot 219, so that trip 4 is
That was huge.
yeah, huge.
Huge. I don't know why it stood. It should have never stood. The ball came through the pocket with such power and dominance.
It was the biggest shot of the day.
Much like all my other shots of the day are very, 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 very big.
Huge.
Huge. Enormous. All right, that strike there is going to put Dan in the 250s. Again, these are off-camera matches. We're just trying to keep up with as many as we can.
If you have a match that's going on and you're curious of what that player is doing, I will get up and walk briskly to the scoreboard.
Briskly.
I'm not running, but I will walk briskly to the scoreboard and go down and check the score. And
Well, I might just ask for a match just to see you walk briskly.
all right, if anybody out there besides Scott,
Wow. All right, 256 for Dan. That gives him 37 pin advantage going into match 2. Match we're watching here, Eric James and Joe Bailey. Eric is stepping up in the 10th. He has a max of 191. Casey Cohagen is Zeke bait. Todd's going down to, let's see. He just finished. I missed the scores. I'll send Todd down there. All right, Eric James, 189. Yeah, Mason, we're going to get the score on that one here. See Joe leaving a split first ball in the 10th here on lane 12. That's going to give him a max of 2-0 now. Unless he converts. He's got a max of 220 if he converts. If not, he's going to be 2-0. He takes 2. 206. We're going to hop back over here to Nolan and Jalen while we wait.
that's to the left.
All right, we have Chad Roberts, 243. Vincent Ludwig, 204.
That's Cody.
Dean Vargo against Tim Jones. Dean, 255. Tim, 174. Some of you are asking Zeke and Casey. Nice tight match here. Zeke 236, Casey 234. And
Jeffrey's going to have 253, it looks like.
yeah, Jeff has one. He's got his fill ball. The match we're watching right now, Nolan White running over the 7 pin. It's going to give him 60 in the 3rd. And Jalen has 20 in the first, working on a double.
I just watched Zeke throw a ball down there on his match. He is throwing absolute rockets at the pocket, man. Scotty Kramer, it is single elimination, 2-game matches. And we are doing just fine, sir. I hope you are doing even better. And everybody watching, do yourself a favor. Go over and follow Scotty Kramer's page. Follow Free of Fear Bowling. He is doing very, very good things over in the Muncie, Indiana area. And if you have a chance to run by and see Scotty at any given time, he's not only doing good things for bowling, he's also a better person. Scott, why are we not playing Keno? Every time I look up, it's like a 5 and 6 and 40 times booster.
Because as soon as you do, your numbers won't come up.
They'll come out, they'll fall out of the hopper.
Right.
Jeff did total 252. Oh, you got it on there. The other match down there, the Dan Higgins match.
Got that one.
You got that score?
Yeah, I don't have.
Let me run down and get that one
The
real quick
last
on the
one.
end. Scotty Kramer, make it happen, buddy. You bowl on Tuesday nights, I guarantee I can get you some games at Gilmore on Tuesday nights. We get them all?
I think we did.
All right.
All right, scrolling across the top, we've got results after game number 1. we've got how many pins the winner is leading the first match by. Oops. Spelled Joe Bailey's name wrong. Sorry, Joe. Awful quiet in here today.
Yeah.
They're like all serious and stuff. All right, match we are looking at. Jalen has a commanding 40-pin lead, 36 pins, 33 pins. He has 159 in the 6, working on a spare. Nolan 106 in the 6, working on a double. Jalen has a 22 pin advantage. As they finish up here, we'll hop back over to 11 and 12 and watch the second half of Joe Bailey versus Eric James. The top 8 are waiting in the wings, and we'll meet the winners of these 8 matches. Some of them are practicing behind us on the other side of the house.
Jalen and Nolan were kind of beefing at each other before. They're good friends, but Jalen's like, you may not want to put our match on there. It's going to be R-rated.
And then Jalen said, "What? You just want to fight? Why? Let's not.
Let's just fight instead."
Oh, that gives Nolan a 4-bagger. He's got a max of 226. I don't think that's going to be enough to go around Jalen.
No. Nope. Jalen's going 269 at him, so.
You know, when you know two guys like Jalen and Nolan and you see them bowling together this early in the finals, kind of, you know, you hate to see either one of them lose.
Nolan went to his backup off for his fill ball.
All right, 223 for Nolan.
Total of 446.
36.
36. It's early.
It is early. Math is always hard, though, too. Jalen taking a different attack this game, or that frame. Moved in. He was playing a little straighter first game. He's kind of opened him up a little bit.
Nolan is very good, Dylan. On this day, Jalen was just a little better.
Oh.
That was a negative move.
Yeah, I think it was an area test.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, he was just sticking his toe in the water. Hey, somebody's got them all down there.
Yes.
Against somebody with all but the first one.
It's Chad Roberts and Vincent Ludwig. Chad's got the fronts against Vincent, who has spare next 7. Chad does have a 39 pin advantage, so
no, it's
can't let it off
pair. No, it's Dean Vargo and Charles Jones. They're not using 1 and 2. I'm looking at 5 and 6.
Yeah, me too.
That's Dean Vargo and Charles Jones. Chad Roberts and Vincent are on 3 and 4.
They sure are. Optical delusion
It
for
is. I mean, it is. All right, Jalen 254 for 489. Nolan 436 for his 2. So Jalen is going to advance to meet Charles Easton. They will be down. They will be on 5 and 6. All right, top over to second part of Joe Bailey and Mr. James, Eric James. Eric is the B player. You see him with 88 in the 5th. Joe currently 109 in the 5th, working on a strike. Good shot there by Eric. Joe has a 17-pennant lead going into this match. Again, folks, if you're just tuning in, this is the 2024 BowlerX Ohio Masters match play. We're here at Eastbury Bowling Center, Canton, Ohio. 2-game total pinfall matches. Single elimination. We're starting with the top 24. Top 8 all had first round buys, so the winners of these matches will advance to meet the top 8 moving into the second round. Oh. Eric getting a little break there, tripping the 4. Chad Roberts did defeat Vincent Ludwig. Don't have the totals on that one, but you know that Chad is advancing. Dean Vargo advances over Charles Jones. And Eric Seltzer, 513 over Tony Charles, 442. For those wondering about the Zeke Bate Casey Cohagen, on total, Cohagen is up 6 in the middle of the second match. Round 2 matches, we have Chad Roberts will meet your number 1 seed, Del Rey Jr. in the second round. Dean Vargo will meet Brady Adler in round 2. Eric Seltzer will go on to meet Brandon Salo. Those are the matches that we have determined already. In the match we're watching here, Joe Bailey versus Eric James. Quick look at the score. Eric stepping up on lane 12, working on a double. You see Joe Bailey with 149 in the 7th. All right, that's going to bring that match a little tighter. Joe currently has a 17-pin advantage after the first match. Looking over at the Jeff Fair, Rob Wilson match. They're just paired to the left of these two gentlemen. Jeff just goes Greek Church. Gives him 140 in the 6th. And he has about a 30-pin lead right now over Rob Wilson, and Jeff was up 31 going into that match. So Jeff has a pretty good lead right now. Going into the 9th frame. Hopefully everyone's having a good Sunday morning on this Labor Day weekend. You know, where we were, the air was a little crisp this morning. Very nice outside. Early start of this Sunday. Hopefully the weather is the same in your area. Right, so Joe converts the spare. It'll give him 169 in the 8th. And that'll give them an overall difference of 14 pins. Oh. All right, that match just got a lot tighter. So Joe now has a max of 207. Eric has 216. Joe does have a 17-pin advantage going in, so he strikes out. He can lock out Eric, but he needs them all. It's a big shot for Joe right here. He needs a strike. If he does not strike, he cannot lock out Eric James. A little wide, does get the 7 to go. All right, he needs this one also.
If you heard me walking back up, but Casey Cohagen just beat Zeke Bate in a 10th frame.
Yeah, that strike.
Zeke had a chance to double and go around and double and count, and he did not strike on the first ball.
Yeah, Joe needs 6 here to lock out. Well, 6 could force a tie, but 7 for the win.
Jeff Fair has won his match.
That'll do it.
Yep.
Eric, max of 216, not enough to overcome the first game deficit Joe Bailey had over him. That's a good match. So let's see. Joe Bailey will move on to meet James Nolan down on 3 and 4. Jeff Fair will move over to 19 and 20 versus Jesse Smith.
You got Charles Easton versus Jalen Mosley.
Yes.
Good grief.
Yeah, that's another one, you know.
I think they're all good matches.
Oh, they are.
The rest of the way through now.
There's no doubt
Not that
about
they weren't to start the day. There was some big talent.
Dan will advance. Where's Dan at? Xander Crouch. Over on 7 and 8. All right, got a brief timeout here, waiting for the ladies in the tournament office to get the board going.
And while we're doing that, let's give another shout out to the ladies from the tournament office. Dawn Altamore does an unbelievable job with these events. Absolutely incredible on how efficient her and Kim are on getting scores done and ran through. And a shout out to Jeff Fair's little minions today, or yesterday, getting the scores in and out.
If you guys can head down to your new assigned lane, you're going to get 3 balls on each lane. Higher speed will have a lane choice. If we need to reverse the arrows, just raise your hand, I'll come down and help.
Speaking of Jeff's minions, there they go.
Yeah.
Also, with this break in the action, huge shout out to our title sponsor, BowlerX.
Lee Sant. He's got an event going on at his center this weekend. I'll have to catch up on it on the way home or at home this evening and see how everything went. I guess we're going to be covering Del Rey and Chad Roberts. And then Brady Adler versus
Brady and Dean Vargo.
Okay. 2 completely different styles right there. I just noticed the scores from the first matches do not delete. So we're going to have to do a little more math.
Math is hard.
Now we have quite a few people watching right now. Where is everybody watching from on this beautiful September 1st Sunday morning? I guess it's time for Green Day to go to sleep today, isn't it?
I know. It's just like, wow. It's like, here we are, a whole new month.
This year is cruising on by.
Where did August go? It's like it was yesterday.
My birthday month is over.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now I'm just 57. No more just birthday month. It's just another year. They are practicing. They get 3 practice balls on each lane. Thank you, Steve. We're keeping our fingers, toes, and eyes crossed, sir. Scott and I work really, really hard, and we really, really want these things to come out good. And yesterday was a very challenging day for both of us. Trying day. I don't know how else you want to put it. Aggravating.
All of the above.
Yes.
None of the above.
You know. Yes.
Yeah, folks, just kind of bear with us for a second. We're going through a glitch.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Should be back with you here now.
Eric Selzer shot 513 down there on to that
Yes,
spot.
Please go back to that spot. And just as you say that, Mr. Salo starts off with a strike. This young man right here that just had the unfortunate break of the 7-10, plus 399 for 10 games yesterday.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
That's a lot of points. I mean, that is huge. Gave it a run.
He sure did.
Dan Higgins, USBC Open Team All Events champions this year. Players are allowed 2 re-racks per game. See Chad taking an early one, just need a little bit more time. I think that was maybe a little intentional, maybe, to slow Del Rey Jr. down a little bit.
It's a very good possibility. Yeah, not only is he a very good player, he's a pretty smart player too.
And he's missing the 8.
This one don't count.
This one does not count against him. Wow, Chad is taking his re-rack. We'll hop over here. Dean Vargo versus Brady Adler. Brady goes spare. Dean strike on the first ball. First frame.
Dean Vargo fella, he's a Brunswick staffer from the Cleveland area, and he's won this event before. And this guy can strike. He's good. Pretty simple game. Doesn't more conventional, but he fills the pocket up, man.
Just like that.
Got his first regional win this year, I believe.
Nice. Just off camera, Chad gets the 10 to fall forward.
It's supposed to do that, right?
I believe so. I don't know if it was a feint or, you know. I see lots of dullness going down the lanes today.
Yes, there is lots of surfaced urethane going down the lane.
Oh,
No 710 that time.
No, not that time.
Big, strong young man right there.
Ooh,
Whoops.
just a bit outside.
I think that was 6 more than he was expecting on that pin count. So
Folks, we will do the best we can to keep up on the other matches and their totals as they come in. And keep you up to date as the matches progress. We got the matches scrolling across the top of the screen if you would like an update on any of them. Just give us a shout and we will make our rounds to try to keep everyone updated. Yeah, this is kind of what we were talking about a little bit yesterday is, you know, the top 8 received the first round bye. Where would you rather be? Would you rather be 9 through 24? Or do you want that first round bye?
you asking me or the folks watching?
Well, I'm asking everybody. Oh, Chad just goes through the face for 4.
Who did that?
Chad,
Oops.
through the face. Steve, yeah, they're all the way down on 3 and 4. Bethany, I'm not sure. Why don't you tell us since you're sitting behind him?
Where is she?
They're down there on 5 and 6.
You let us know.
You tell us. Jalen be bowling good. He won his first match over Nolan. Not sure how he's doing now. All right. Dean makes his spare.
Oh, Bethany's at Walmart buying more Legos.
Oh, she's at, oh. My bad.
Coffee gods just showed up.
Yeah, I really enjoy going through the drive-thru with you guys. Last night we had people walking through the drive-thru.
A dad and 3 kids. I don't get it.
I don't understand either. Bethany Jalen just struck. Wow. Lots of power, lots of rev rate with this young man, and just stones a 7-pin. You should have went and just stole Dawn's bracket board.
I could have, but I wanted to write it out.
Just walk over.
My
to her
hand
and
will
say-
not thank me later.
Just walk over and say, "I'm taking this." Uh-oh. So, you didn't answer my question. Where would you rather be? Top 8, getting a bye, or would you rather bowl that first round and get going?
You know, they've got a pair of lanes over there to keep everybody loose, or several pair or whatever. I'm fine with getting to buy the first round and guaranteeing myself a few extra coins, honestly.
Kind of like Mario Brothers.
Yes.
Ooh, just off camera there. Eric Seltzer with a little half 10. Oh my goodness. Stone 9.
How's your day so far? Oh, that's hot.
The Cowper-Cohagen match is 9-pin advantage for Casey. But, Mr. McKinney is working on a double. Didn't expect to see that.
No.
Open from Del Rey Jr. It's not something you can afford to do in these 2-game sprints. That's the other thing too, is, you know, he lapped the field yesterday, and, you know, congratulations on putting up a huge monster score and leading the field, but all those pins go away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, today is what you do today. And hopefully you can repeat what you did the day before. Little urethane 2-pin there for Chad. And a half urethane 10 for Dean.
Got a feeling the folks that are throwing urethane are going to begin to start migrating out of it.
Oh, let's see.
I just looked down. We're talking about the urethane and the reaction. I saw Brendan leave a 5-7.
Well, I can leave that with reactive with the best of them. Looks like Jeff Fair has a little advantage over Jesse Smith down there on the end pair. I'll walk down and see how the others are doing. BRB.
You going to the low end?
Yeah, BRB AFK. Away from keyboard.
Cup of ice. Ask for a cup of ice at the bar.
Scott's taking a walk to check some scores down towards the low end. And see how they're doing for game one. Brady's starting to put some things together over there now. Del Rey getting back on the X's there. Chad's got an early 14-pin advantage over Del Rey through 6 frames. Again, these are 2-game total pinfall match play. That's just nasty. Jeff Fair down on the high end on 19 and 20 has a commanding lead over Jesse Smith through 9 frames. Great shot there by Chad.
Some really good matches down there.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You can tell us about him?
I forgot about it already. James Nolan has a slight advantage over Joe Bailey. Jalen is up on Charles. Higgins and Xander Crouch are about even. And Salo and Seltzer.
Okay.
Isn't this just the cutest thing ever?
We've been delivered.
Oh, a mixtape.
Yeah,
We just got one.
Lego mixtape.
a Lego mixtape for.
Put it together.
I'm not putting it together. It looks good right here. The box. That's what it's gonna. That's what it looks like.
Shot there by Brady. He needed that one.
Jeff has a commanding lead down there. He's about to finish game one. I'll go get a total number here in a moment.
I'll get it.
You got it? I always like to ask, what's everybody doing on this fine Sunday morning, other than watching bowling? You got big plans for Sunday for the holiday weekend? I know back at home in Cincinnati, there are lots of folks going to see some fireworks tonight. The yearly WEBN fireworks is always a huge crowd and a pretty incredible show.
All right, let me look. All right. Bob said that there's footage in Akron Open, not footage that's coming up now. I don't know what he's talking about. On your live stream. No. I don't know what he's talking about. There's nobody going.
That's from this morning.
He said when he pulled it up.
Casey Cohagen 238, Ty McKinney 232, game one. Got a close one down there. Tim, you're listing baseball cards. Are you, do you collect anything but besides baseball cards or just baseball cards? Dean Vargo beat Brady Adler by 21 in the first game. Very nice, Tim. I'm trying to collect a ton of bowling and memorabilia for my man cave, the basement at my house. And I'm thinking about getting in some of the PBA cards and start putting them up down there. That's awesome, Tim. Very cool. Dan shot a 173. Xander Crouch has a max of 190, so he still has the whole 10th frame to bowl. So quite a bit can still happen in that match for game one. Well, a strike is a strike. Watch Del Rey finish the 10th frame over here. Chad finished with 212. Dell can get to 203 with punch out. Oh, he's going to be in the 190s.
All right, we got some score updates after match number 1 in the second round. James Nolan 246, Joe Bailey 221. Gives Mr. Nolan 25 pin advantage. Jalen Mosley 244, Charles Easton 213. Dan Higgins 173, Xander Crouch 177. Eric Seltzer 197, Brandon Salo 207. Chad Roberts 212, Del Rey Jr. 193. Match you're watching here, Dean, or on our live stream pair here, Dean Vargo 218, Brady Adler 197. Ty McKinney 232, Casey Cohagen 238. Close match there. And our final match, Jeff Fair 219, Jesse Smith 184. Again, these are 2-game total pinfall matches.
Pretty good crowd of the local contingent back here watching.
There's a good crowd on hand. Four-pin match and a 6-pin match out there going into match number 2, or game number 2 of that match, I should say.
Well, Jeff has a 35-pin advantage, but I believe he's given them all back in the first 4 frames.
Oh, wow.
So he's going to have to get to work.
Split, strike, hole.
Single pin miss.
Yeah. I was seeing several open frames when I was gathering scores down at the low end. Oh, wow. Jeff just goes through the face for 5. You like this format?
I do.
Anything can happen in a one-game match, and when you have two one-game matches, anything
That would be 2 games.
can really happen.
I like 2-game total pinfall. I like best 2 out of 3. Single game matches in this type of tournament, I think that's not enough. You lengthen the format, give everybody especially when they're moving pairs from one match to the next, and most of you out there watching or even yourself, you know, pair to pair in any center is going to be different, especially with different styles of play and different surfaces going down the lane. It's going to make them play different, so it could play into somebody's hand, and it could backfire in a hurry too.
Then usually, when you have a split house, you usually have different characteristics on each side as well.
Yes.
You know, back home, Madison, usually one side was a little tighter than the other. But again, you have that when all the lanes are, you know, right next to each other too.
Oh, you didn't have the camera over there, but Dean Vargo just goes in the pocket. Left 7-9.
Takes one. And Ty McKinney just putting X's in a row.
I know I've said this before, but I just absolutely love Ty McKinney's game.
Well, yeah, he's got 6 in a row. Make it 7.
Yeah.
Crack one open, ladies and gentlemen.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh, Brady cannot get the wiggle on the 4.
That would have been a huge break to get him back into that match over there.
The scoring can't believe it either. Thought he left the head pin.
It's a big shot down here on the end for Jeff Fair. Just looking off in the distance. He needs to get a double here. This left lane has been non-existent for him yet in this match. Got a double.
He's definitely playing a lot further right than anybody else I've seen.
Jeff Fair doing Jeff Fair things.
Yeah, Brady just did not get that ball to face up, leaving the 2-pin again.
Appears Ty McKinney's going to win that match down there.
Looks like Charles has put a little run on Jalen down there.
I'll go take a look here in a moment. I'm just going to look at the Jeff Fair match. The match is getting into the 10th frame here in a moment.
And it also looks like James Nolan might have the front 5 or 6.
Somebody was trying to post on the thing, but they said they have to set up. So Bob and Troy said, I can't said, why can't you? And he said, I gotta make an account.
For what? Facebook or on YouTube?
Jim, I believe Joe is down. He's down 25.
The payment thing?
We deleted all of those. All them, but
Right.
that was somebody. That was a scammer.
I'm like, oh, look, it's back on there again.
Yep. Someone that.
It's in mine, it's online. Like that I posted, you know what I'm saying?
Scammer.
You're welcome, Jim. They're down on the end pair. Looks like
He said the QR took him to YouTube. So,
James Nolan has the front 5 or 6, I believe. Folks, we're being made aware that we had some spam hit the event page yesterday, and I hope no one has fallen victim, but we do not charge anything for this live stream. There's no payment necessary to watch any of our live streams, especially this one. So the tournament committee has tried to get that taken out of the event page, all those posts out of the event page.
Winner.
We're not charging anything to view this live stream, so I hope no one has clicked on any links. Or anything like that. This just in, Jesse Smith has advanced over Jeff Fair in that match. Looks like Ty McKinney is going to advance over Casey Cohagen. James Nolan has the front 8. Excuse me, over Joe Bailey. He is going to advance. Yes, Jim.
down here it says create a chat to join the chat. Yeah.
What do you got?
On the bottom it says
He's got to create a channel to be able to.
this is through mine. So
Are you a YouTube subscriber?
no.
That's why.
That's probably why.
Yeah,
that's
so you
probably
can't
it.
chat. Yeah, you can watch, but you can't chat.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you have to have
It
a
was weird that his came up as an air.
His buddy showed an error.
So I don't know.
Let's see, this match here, Chad Roberts, we'll take a quick look at that score. Chad Roberts is the B player. He is 106th in the 6th. Del Rey 147 in the 6th. Let's see. Chad had a 19-pin lead going into this match. And it's going to be a close one. Dell makes a spare back over here. Dean Vargo 203. It's going to give him 421. Brady has a max of 214, which is not going to be enough to get around Dean. I'll give Brady 411 for his 2-game total. Brady missed a single pin spare in the 7th frame, and that did not help Brady. So Dean Vargo is going to advance. Xander Crouch has defeated Dan Higgins. And it's going to give Brady 210. Right.
James Nolan already won his match.
Chad Roberts has 120. 10 pins. And a tight match just off camera between Eric Seltzer and Brendan Salo. Looks like Brendan is going to advance. Eric has a max of 168. Brendan 111 in the 6th, working on a double. That's going to give Chad Roberts a max of 193 if he punches out. Del Rey Jr. is pacing 227. That's going to do it. Del Rey Jr. is going to advance. So it looks like Del Rey is going to meet Dean Vargo. Brendan Salo has defeated Eric Seltzer. Looks like Jalen Mosley has defeated Charles Easton.
See you, man. Thanks for the coverage.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you coming up.
Not a problem. Our pleasure.
I'll see you back in then.
All right. Be safe. One home.
All right, let's see if we can get you some matchups here for the next round. So we're going to have Del Rey Jr. versus Dean Vargo. Ty McKinney versus Jesse Smith. James Nolan versus Jalen Mosley. And Xander Crouch versus Brendan Salo. Just waiting on one of the pairs to finish up there, and they're going to get everything set back up for the top 8. And we will continue to carry the coverage for you as we move forward through this day. Again, this is the 2024 BowlerX Ohio Masters Match Play Sunday here at Eastbury Bowling Center in Canton, Ohio. We greatly appreciate everyone joining us today, whether you're here bowling the event or just tuning in on the internet. Give a quick shout out to the staff here at Eastbury Bowling Center. They have knocked it out this weekend. Great host for this event. Very nice bowling center. It's the first time we've been here. It's a 36 lane split center, 22 on one side, 14 on the other. Nice little gaming area. Couple pool tables. Nice little lounge bar area down in the middle of the center. All right, spread them out a little bit. So we will have that's not right. Xander Crouch and Brendan Salo over on 15 and 16. 19 and 20 down on the end will be James Nolan and Jalen Mosley.
That should be a great match.
Okay, we are now in the round.
We will have Del is 15 and 16. There's no one on 11 and 12 this round. So they are taking.
See you guys later.
See you,
Bye, Nolan.
Be careful.
Be safe, man.
We're going to Pittsburgh Bowl, so
Good luck.
Oh, that's right.
Tell
We're
Hiles
gonna-
I said hi.
we're going to try to bowl the 2:30 shift, and then Jalen's going to come up whenever he's done bowling.
Tell Hiles I said hello.
Alright,
What is that, about an hour and a half or so?
hour and a half.
That ain't so bad.
No, that's why we're going. It's yeah, it's like
Close enough.
yeah, and it's $70 for 1,500. You can't beat it really.
Go win some money.
Yeah, hopefully. See you later, man.
See you guys. Be careful. Good luck.
All right, we are back. Yes, we know we had the sound turned off briefly. We're working on some things here in the booth, getting some things set up for the top 8, which is round 3 for today. Kind of cameras we use, basically they're like Sony Handycams. Is what we're using. Oh, wrong button. All right, it's probably going to be a little small, but we're only covering one pair this round, and that is 15 and 16 with Vander Crouch versus Brendan Salo. Vander was our only perfect game in qualifying yesterday. And for that, he did receive a free custom jersey from BowlerX. And also Del Rey Jr. for being the leader of the first block of qualifying and the second block, but he'll receive a free custom jersey as well from BowlerX. Best jerseys in the business. Check out BowlerX.com. Reach out to one of your local staffers. They are everywhere in bowling centers. Ask them to give you a hand designing your jersey. Let you know what specials are being ran. Anything like that. Or reach out to Todd. Be more than happy to help you design the jersey you choose. Mr. Salo not liking that shot from his reaction, but it was 10 back. Again, BowlerX and BowlerHQ, along with BowlerX, sponsors for this year's event, TMT Bowling, bringing you all of the live streaming action. Don't forget to check out BowlerHQ.com, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a tournament bowler or a tournament director. BowlerHQ.com. Search for tournaments anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world. The website is a work in progress right now. Great shot by Brendan. Phase 1 is functional. And again, tournament directors, you can load your events. Tournament bowlers, you can search those events. And we're in the top 8. Junior versus Dean Vargo down on 7 and 8, and Ty McKinney versus Jesse Smith down on 3 and 4. We will try to keep you up to date as the games wrap up in these matches. I'll let you know who has the lead. They are 2-game total pinfall matches. Association Bowling Center. I believe you have to have 21 games or more in a State of Ohio Association Bowling Center to qualify for this event. So you don't have to live in Ohio, you just have to bowl in the state of Ohio. Jeff Fair, Charles Easton, and Don Altamore Eckenrode. All right, we have Brendan Salo 69 in the 3rd, working on a double. Xander Crouch 115 in the 5th with this 6-count split. Give it a run? No. Takes 2. It's going to give Xander 123 in the 6th. We greatly appreciate everyone tuning in today. I will apologize in advance for the buffering. We're having some issues with the Wi-Fi. This bowling center is a great shot by Brendan. Gives him a 3-bagger. All metal building, so we're dealing with some signal interference with our stream. We have kind of slowed things down a little bit, trying to cut down on the buffering the best we can, but I will apologize in advance to any lag or buffering issues you may experience. We have been fighting that all weekend. It has not made us very happy. Again, also, if you're following us on Facebook, hop over to YouTube. BowlerHQ is where you'll find us. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Doesn't cost you anything. That is a 4-bagger by Mr. Salo. He's got things going this first game, this match. It doesn't cost you anything. We never charge for any of our live streams. Hopefully no one fell victim to the spam and scammers yesterday that were in the event page. Our events are always free to watch. Oh, you are most welcome. We love doing this. So we run events just about every weekend in the Ohio area, mostly down in the southwest area. Then we live stream those events when we get to the finals every Sunday night. We do have a lot of Saturday events coming up. Dayton, Columbus area. Some events out in southeastern Indiana. Actually, one that we're really looking forward to. September 15th, I believe. Bluffton, Indiana, Easy Bowl. For those of you that may not be familiar with that bowling center, that is ran by the Tackett family. Zach Tackett, E.J. Tackett, along with Natalie Tackett. And we are having a sweeper there. Sunday, September 15th, 11 a.m. on string pins. Don't knock it till you try it, folks. And we're going to bringing you that event from start to finish. All the qualifying, all the matches, and all the finals will be live streamed that day because we love broadcasting and we want to show everyone string pins in action.
Scores down there.
So if you are in the Bluffton area, stop by and join us. Also, you can find all of our upcoming events, BowlerHQ.com, or BowlerHQ tournaments on Facebook. Up in the featured section, you will find all of our tournaments from now through the middle of December. Todd's out gathering some scores from the other matches that are going on. Waiting for a ball return here on 15-16. Started out yesterday with 92 competitors. They bowled 5 games of qualifying. Field was cut in half to 46. Those top 46 came back and bowled 5 more games. All those pins dropped. The top 24 came back today from 2-game total pinfall match play. Folks, crack one open. There's a Natty Light 6-pack, courtesy of Brendan Salo. Brendan Salo is the A player there. See 69 in the third with the next 6. Xander Crouch 143 in the 7th, working on a strike. So I was saying before, if you're on Facebook, hop over to YouTube. Bowler HQ is where you'll find us. You can subscribe, hit the bell for notification. It is free. The bell will let you know every time that we go live. And there's also a lot of content that you can go back and watch any of our events. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. We're about 80 shy right now. So if y'all could do us a favor, give us a subscribe over on YouTube. Doesn't cost you anything, as we said. Looks like Xander got that started a little quick, a little right. Ball does not face up, leaving the 2-pin. After this shot, we'll give you a look at the pattern. They're bowling on a 41-foot challenge pattern. 5-1 is the ratio. Good morning, Mary, or good afternoon. We are just afternoon. Good afternoon, Mary. Thank you for tuning in and joining us again today. There is a picture of the pattern.
Game 1 scores are in from every match except for the one where you were at. Andy Parker, hello. Mary Norton just joined us.
All right. It's like, gonna have to math this. Math is hard.
Making us do math on a holiday weekend.
Right.
What kind of garbage is that?
I don't know. Jalen Mosley, 234. And James Nolan, 177. So that's going to give Jalen.
Well, I'm going to tell you, James Nolan, in that match, I've watched the end of it. He diverted a complete disaster. He threw the last 6 to get to 177.
Oh, wow.
Or he would have been down a boatload. A big boatload.
Is that a technical term?
It is.
Well, we are close to Lake Erie, so
We're only about 45 minutes away. We should take a side trip and drive up there to look at it.
I've seen it. I'm good.
Okay. All right. Me
Good.
too. So
Good.
move on. We're going south.
All right. Brendan Salo can punch out here for 279. Dean Vargo, 234. Del Rey Jr., number 1 seed coming into today, 193. That's going to give Dean Vargo a 41 pin advantage. And I typed it on the wrong side. Let's put it over here. Plus 41. Ty McKinney, 203. Jesse Smith, 228. It's going to give Jesse Smith a 25 pin advantage. And Brendan Salo is going to win this match. It's just going to be by how much? Xander Crouch, 211. Brendan is in the 270s.
His 211 would have put him in any one of these other matches and leading a few of them.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Brendan Salo said, no, no, no.
Tell you what, this young man, we talked about him yesterday. Just he works hard at his game. He works hard at physical fitness. He works hard at his business that he owns. He's just a hard-working young man. 279. We give him a 68 pin advantage going into the second game of this match.
Got his personal coach here watching, and high school coach, personal coach, Andy Parker. Someone told me to go to Andy so I could learn how to bowl two-handed. Andy never did reply after I said, you really want to take on a challenge of teaching a 57-year-old how to bowl two-handed? He didn't reply, so I figured, I think I know the answer now.
You teach how to bowl right-handed. You do a Burt Wellage, you could switch hands.
Yeah, but he wants a left-handed.
That's true. And, you know, because of a not so fortunate accident.
Yes.
See, look, Andy, I can teach. Come on. Good afternoon, Andy. Hope you're enjoying this wonderful Sunday. Looks like you have some coupons there.
I was walking around the crowd handing out some coupons.
Oh, were you shaking babies and kissing hands?
Really? Just didn't see any babies to shake.
No babies to shake?
There weren't any.
None here. Not present. Well, the kids are probably out bowling youth league somewhere. Speaking of leagues, fall leagues are starting to fire up.
All over the country.
They are. We can't say it enough. Dress your team for success. Bowlify.com.
I know a guy.
I know a couple guys.
I'm very happy to help you. I can now work through the Gilmore Lanes account and get some team jersey orders together. I really, really enjoy doing that side of it.
He is not slowing down. Yeah, that's another thing, too. If you are a pro shop owner or bowling center manager, owner, proprietor, Bowlify has a program for you.
It is an unbelievable program. You get 20 or 18 jerseys for just under $400 to get started. And that's 60% off, or $22 a shirt. Customize with your center or pro shop logo, whatever you'd like. Any jersey. It's not just a random jersey. It's any jersey you want.
Any jersey off the Bowlify.com website.
Yeah, well, there's a couple thousand on there, and
That's it.
they could be any color. So
the combinations are endless.
they're endless.
Maybe we get customer service to work on that for us. See how many different kind of combinations there are.
I'll see if I find somebody in customer service that will do that math.
I'm sure I know what the answer will be.
But irregardless.